He said, I just want to let you know, I never sat down, I never looked any woman in the eyes and told her I want to have kids. And I said,
I could say there's a lot of dudes who's never done that.
Right, exactly, right. So I'm like, oops, okay, what you talking about? Well, where's this going, Dad? Like, right? And he's like, I just have to be honest with that, right? Like, children it wasn't planned for me. Like, that wasn't a thing. So I've never looked at anybody in the eyes and said that. So what I want to let you know is make sure whoever you're laying down with, you're in that position that you want to go and you want to have a child with this person. You want to make sure that you're mating with the right people and this, that, and third, because you just never know what that outcome is going to look like. People turn into different people in different situations and circumstances. So then we start to have that conversation. As we're getting further and further along, I'm like, are you just telling me I'm a mistake? Like, you could, like, I get it, but what he was saying is, I just don't want you to end up, and this is now we start talking about the laws of, do you know what child support actually looks like? Do you know what these things actually, like how much money comes out of account? So now I'm starting to look back at, so when I called and said I needed $20, and he was like, what, you gotta ask your mom. I'm like, well, why I can't ask you? So now we're starting to have conversations as an adult now. I'm having conversations about laws and conversations about these. So when we sit down and think about that, just thinking about brothers that are either going through child support and things like that, I'm trying to think, how do we even get into just what are your thoughts on just brothers having to go through court systems to have a proper relationship with their child, or just, laws about
I want to jump into that quickly because I was talking to somebody the other day. I think, and I wanted to just give my viewpoint as somebody as a married man with the kids. Child support, even it sounds rough, and I don't have any experience with it as my father wasn't on child support, and I'm not on child support. The amount of money, and I think a single dad can speak to this, the amount of time and money you put into your kids cannot be quantified by 17%. There's no way to do that. It's impossible. It's something that it requires a lot of time. It requires a ton of money. And you also lose money from the time that you're giving to these children. So I think usually anyone on child support gets off extremely easy. Because if you're not having to be there and give every day is something. If the child's in school, trips, they have career day, they have this, they have all kind of different activities, and the child needs things. Yeah. If somebody just gives them some, hey, do everything you could with this, it's a night. I would see it as a nightmare. But I'm sorry, that's just from my viewpoint as a married man in a household with them.
No, you're 100% correct. I mean, an event pops up almost weekly, especially when we get into the end of school and we get into summer.
Trips, yeah.
It's the time that you have to put in, the money that you have to put in. When you're, I think you get off easy when you just have to kick out money, because I have my time now.
Right.
I brought my time with money, I can make more money. If I just had to send a check,
yeah.
I think my life would be 80% easy. I have way more freedom, and I can work 2-3 jobs now.
Right.
I have a lot of time in my hands, and time is valuable for all of us.
Yes.
Understood. I don't. I guess I do have an opinion on this side, because I play both positions where I'm keeping them and shelling out money. I don't receive any kind of assistance from their mother.
So wait a second. So as a single father, you're not only their sole provider, but you also have to pay the mom.
No.
No, you're just not receiving.
No.
I'm not receiving it.
You're not receiving anything. Okay. Oh, and that's your decision.
Well, right now.
That's the situation, not the decision.
Yeah, the situation is.
But you could. I mean, you're.
I could.
Okay.
I could go through the courts.
It seems like a lot of men don't want to.
Yeah. See, I think there's a pride thing.